It's week 5 of the NFL, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Bears and the Packers under the lights on Monday night.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the... The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Jackson now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Now Herbert to start the drive. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Tua sets up to pass it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. The Bears at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break the tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open just a little underneath and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And a short pickup to about the 25. The numbers for Jones last week, 21 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Love. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Bears take over. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Love looking to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the number 1 overall offense in the league.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Jackson. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears now ready to take over again. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
3rd down and 1. They'll run with Herbert. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. 9 yards that time.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Locates Mooney on the out route. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 2nd down in the yard. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They're making a real 1st quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown Bears. From 17 yards out, and the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the 1st quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it?
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
Yeah, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now Love.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing. Love.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Flushed out right.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Tua's throw pulled in by Woods.
The numbers for Woods last week, 10 catches, 103 in the yardage department.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago.
Chase Claypool
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 29-yard line.
They go bootleg. Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. And the Packer first down.
First down, going to the air with Love. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10.
Defensively by Trent McDuffie.
On play action. Love to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Green Bay.
An inside give to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Love now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That is 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
Love. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held down. They had to force the field goal.
We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Love. It's complete to Brown, right side. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Love.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive.
And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in a zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Tua wants to throw it on second down.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
Stiff-armed him. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Green Bay.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's third and a few inches. Here's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Love, they go play action now. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Tua. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this one is right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Will Levis leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Mac Jones, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, terrific in the air with over 400 passing yards there. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He got out to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to you.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. On the return, Jackson. Caught out a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a give to Herbert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Herbert once more. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now the Packers get set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Love. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
That'll be caught right side by Reed. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Love. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
First down, Packers.
Love from the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down.
And the Packer first down.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Yeah, good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Green Bay.
First down, going to the air with Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Green Bay.
Love. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff for Herbert. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now. Prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. 2 and now on first down. Now pass complete to Moore. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Now a throw to the end
zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
He's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, a 12-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Packers.
Love now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Trent McDuffie.
Love looking to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Here's Jackson to return. So a change of possession here on the punt.
We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. A give left side here for Herbert.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Love setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
They'll go again to Jones. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal.
This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A toss left side for Herbert.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th-quarter stop?
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Oh, what a move. And, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And the Bears first down. First and 10.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this one is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Darnell Savage on the coverage.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tua. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And 12 yards to go.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jelani Woods from a yard out. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Packers.
Love now to pass on first down. Finds his receiver, Watson. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Love's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the delay, Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And quickly they get to the line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line.
First down, Green Bay.
And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Love, this is 3rd and goal. Get it. They bring it down to Sam back at the 16-yard line. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll go again with Herbert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for Chicago, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.